Hi everybody. So continuing to rivet on the firewall. So the firewall is now attached. The three main pieces have come together. I say of the front firewall, actually it's four, and now with the kind of exhaust pass or exhaust shroud, I guess that's just what we'll call it, those two back pieces. With those on, this now becomes the front firewall assembly. Unfortunately, most of these you can really only get with rivet gun. And you know what? And that's fine. Even at the end, when I could have switched back to a squeezer, I'd been on so much of a roll that I just kept on with the rivet gun. Anyway, a couple of things just to catch up on. Have a couple of questions that I get. So anytime that someone asks a question in a comment, I usually answer them there. Now, when I get questions outside of the YouTube comments, then I'll just bring it back. A nice man named Joe contacted me. Joe says, "Hi, enjoying your videos and building your and building an RV14 as well. Watching your elevator tip work, and you talk about using small washers to keep fiberglass from splitting when you pop rivet. Do you have the spec of those washers you used?" Joe, yes, I do. They are AN 960-6L. Let me get that right. Yes, AN 960-6L. Also is NAS 1149 FN 616 Papa. That's the superseding NAS number. It's basically just it's very thin. It's only 16 thousandths thick, 0.375 OD and 0.149 ID. With that, you'll be able to epoxy those on, and they'll help grabbing the pop rivets and keeping it from exploding through the fiberglass. Basically, just as a place to put all the force. So there's a better angle of the firewall. As you can see, it's easy enough to get both sides from one side. You can actually reach pretty far across. But there's no reason to at that point. It's easy enough to just do it here. So if you look in the middle of the left and the right, you can see the center piece that I was talking about that's shaped like a triangle. So both the left, right, and center pieces, it's hard to tell from this angle. I'll see if I can get some pictures later. All three of those have a bend or a curve in the metal that lead into the kind of ventilation area. And they're all curved towards the back, right? I can only assume that's to keep, I don't know, wild gases at bay, trying to flow the CO out. I don't know. Sorry, I'm getting notified by everything. But yeah, so we're pretty much caught up. The only thing I have to do after this, we finish up the riveting. Then there's a bunch of nut plates to put on. And then I need to ream the holes where the engine mounts are. I might not do it, as the engines aren't going to go on for a while. And not that I expect it to be nicked or anything, but once you've got those holes reamed, it's like pristinely reamed. You know what? Actually, you know what I'll do is I'll ream them, and then I'll put some temporary bolts through. Right? I think it's 375, which is 3/8 of an inch. So I'll just put some bolts through it or something. I just don't want them to get messed up. So anyway, thank you for joining me. In the next video, we're going to continue to work on the firewall. It's almost done, and in the next chapter. So see you soon.